So you guys know that before we left California to come back to Virginia, we ended up selling our old crappy van. That's because we planned on buying something once we got here. Now that I'm in that process, I gotta say it is very mentally stressful. I've been like doing nothing but researching vehicles for the past week, and it's driving me crazy because I can't buy no units that won't fit in the car. So today I feel like, let's stop thinking about it. Let's go see if we can pull that trigger. Let me show you the two I'm looking at right now. All right, so this may make some people mad, and some people are gonna be like, of course. So I've done a lot of research the last few days, and I gotta say, it seems to be the general consensus that Ford makes the best pickup trucks right now. Some people are gonna be like, no, they don't, they suck. Some people are gonna be like, yes, they're the best of all. So I've been looking at the Fords right now. I'm stuck between two right now. The F-150, obviously, the F-150 XL, let me add, because I want that long bed to be able to fit more stuff before we get a trailer, because that is the end goal, is to eventually have a trailer. Not no big monster like Pirate and Hail / trailer, but a, what would we say, like 10, 12 foot or something like that. A decent sized trailer. That is the end goal. So I'm stuck between two trucks right now. The F-150 XL and the smaller Ranger XL. The differences are like very small. So let me tell you a little bit of my logic. I'm not normal size. I'm 6'5". I need lots of leg room. So obviously that's one of my biggest considerations every time I look into these that a lot of people don't have to think about. When you're this tall, they don't make work vehicles for people like myself. They assume everyone's 5'6". We're not all 5'6". Some of us are 6'6". So I've been looking at all this stuff. Like, look at this. The towing capacity on a Ranger is 3,500. That's what kind of scares me, because we might need more than that. The F-150 here, the basic one, is 5,000. That's a 1,500 increase, obviously. That makes it a lot better. The payload on the F-150 is also 300 pounds higher, but the leg room is pretty much identical. So I've just been debating in my head, what's the better truck for us? The pricing now, the Ranger is actually $2,000 cheaper. That's really the main reason I'm considering it. $2 grand is a lot of money, especially something like that. $2,000 cheaper, if it didn't make a difference, that's a big thing. If somebody offered you $2,000 off something, you'd take it, wouldn't you? So I'm really stuck because I just don't know. So I don't know. We're also gonna test the room. So right now, we're about to go get in the car. There's the Ford dealership about 10 minutes from here. Let's go see what they look like in person. Let's go see how they feel. These big vans are also something we were really interested in, but I'm telling you, if you're over 5'6", you ain't going in those things. It's ridiculous. Like, as big as this thing is, you would think they could at least give you like an extra foot of leg room, but if you're over 6 foot tall and you've been thinking about it, just don't. Save yourself. If you're over 5'10" and you've been thinking about it, just don't. All right, so we're going around to the sales department now. We're gonna put the camera in my pocket. I don't really know how many clips I'll be able to get, but we're gonna try to show you what the vehicles look like that we're gonna be looking at too, but we'll try our best.
This is your base level work truck. Vinyl seats, vinyl floors, easy to keep clean.
Do you guys do tow installation, or is that somewhere? I have to get somewhere else.
What's that?
Do you guys do installation for like a hitch and stuff?
Yeah. We send them right next door to.
So this is a truck we found online and showed you guys. The guy just pulled it up for us. So we gotta get Jebus to get in here in the driver's seat and the passenger seat to see how he fits.
What?
Inside.
Make sure you fit in there. She said you're a little taller.
And sit in the passenger seat too.
The driver's seat's always good, even in the car. The little ones, the driver's seat was good. Driver's seats are always fine. It's the passenger seat.
Right.
I'd sit in the passenger too.
Yep, just make sure you unlock it from the inside. Should be a handle inside the little plastic bit. There you go. Yep. This is basic, so no power locks or power windows or anything.
Yeah.
Looks nice. The verdict?
Huh?
I said the
A
verdict.
lot bigger than our van, is it? For sure, or it was. What do you think?
I mean, it looks like you fit over there.
Yeah, this is a lot bigger. This is gonna be pretty much the same as the car. As long as this thing's up and not down,
Yeah.
we're good. Yeah.
Test drive.
Test driving it.
Test drive number 1.
It's so smooth, I gotta say. I mean, obviously it's brand new. It's gonna be smooth. Like the wheel and stuff, the power steering is just so nice. It's so smooth. Like I can drive this with one finger very easily and have absolutely no problems. But then again, it is a 2020, so that's what you'd expect. Let's see how the power works. Ready?
The fuel's low.
Hey, you'll give me a truck with low fuel. Let me put the window up so that doesn't mess up the audio.
So we have roll windows in this one.
Yeah, this is a very basic, just work vehicle. I'm gonna take, I don't know where that goes. I'm just gonna kind of go straight for a minute. They gave me a truck with low fuel. That's messed up, man.
How low is the fuel? That's like
50 miles to empty.
Oh, okay. I like that it says that though.
Yeah.
Like instead of
and
just
it does have
having the gauge.
aux port and stuff, so at least we can listen to music in here.
The AC works good.
Yeah, let's cut that back up a little bit. It's a little hot out. The weather, I gotta get used to this constantly changing weather again when it's like 40 degrees in the morning and now it's like 75 a few hours later. This is nice though, I like it.
Mm-hmm. So this one right here doesn't, if we got a trailer, doesn't have a hitch, but they do provide like a way to get, for us to get a hitch.
Yeah, they said the people next door do it.
All right, so they'll install it. It's comfy.
I just like a big vehicle, man. I'm a big guy. I need something big. I'm like, I love my car. Don't get me wrong. It's nice and small, but I'm a big dude. I like the feeling of something big. All right, so we're just gonna go now.
We're just gonna take it and go.
Let's go into Goodwill. This is an important test, you know?
Yeah.
Parking lots. Because that's the first thing I learned to drive on was a Chevy Silverado, like an old one. And I can remember like having to park it was a pain in the you know what sometimes. Like I just want to make sure. I want a big truck, but I don't want to feel like I'm driving a tank and I can't even go into a parking lot without having to park way in the back. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You truck people know.
I mean, this doesn't even feel like that. I'm not even driving. I can tell it doesn't feel like that at all.
I don't like having the sticker on my window. I can't see, but you know.
You're good. Guys, you see is good, right? Yeah.
I had to give that a little bit of power, you know, you gotta feel it. I haven't driven like a real truck in so long. It feels so nice. American made, huh? You know, this is coming from a Toyota family. Nobody in my family drives Fords, ever. When my dad was alive, he worked at Toyota for over 20 years. I worked there for 2 years. That's all our family has ever driven. So it is really, we were the first ones to even get a Kia. Like everyone else has only driven Toyotas ever. So it is weird going to the Ford after hearing all this trash talk for so many years about them because they're all Toyota fans, but I gotta say, ever since we've rented one that time, I was hooked on it. I was hooked. This sucks. These stickers suck.
This big thing right here in the
Yeah,
window.
I can't even see, I can barely see what's coming.
So when we get back, we'll probably also try to see, we'll probably maybe have more questions about this one, but we also want to see like a step above a work truck. Like, is there one that's in the middle of a work truck but kind of personal as well, to where like you have more like up here stuff that's just not basic, like power windows or something like that?
Yeah,
I don't
power
know.
windows.
So,
I mean, I have my aux. I want to be able to lock. I like being with the press button lock. Let's test this thing out.
So I feel like this is kind of like an awkward vlog here, because I asked the guy if we could record and he said, yeah, no problem, but it's still kind of awkward for us recording in situations like that. Even though the guy said like it's fine, whatever, like he doesn't even care about being on camera, but I'm trying to record as best as possible, so bear with us on these journeys and these vlogs, because we're not used to it yet, but the more we do it, we will definitely get used to it.
And the other thing is, no matter how much we get used to it, when you put a stranger in front of a camera, like, and half people just shut down. Like, you know, their voice goes away, their tempo goes away, everything goes away instantly.
Sorry, I kind of got cut off in the car there. Mama Jebus actually called, but we pulled it back to the dealership. He's gonna go see if he can tell us a price difference on one that's kind of in the middle of like a personal and a work. So we'll see that, and then maybe possibly go to more dealerships today. All right, so here is the next truck we're looking at. It is a Ford F-150 still, I believe, but it's in the middle of like a personal vehicle and a work vehicle. Still a work vehicle, but comes with a electronic accessory package, I think is what they called it. So it has power windows, like Bluetooth, power locks, which is good, so we don't have to reach over and let the other person in. Already has a hitch installed. I think it's only a couple grand more, and it's black, which of course Jebus likes black. So we're still looking around. We're still asking as many questions as possible to see what fits us, what fits within our budget. what just makes sense overall. So we'll see. Once we get something new, or if we're looking at anything new, we'll update you guys.
And this one's selling for $23,500 versus that one selling for $24,700 or something like that. It's about $1,200 difference, $1,500 difference.
This one's $23,500?
$26,300.
$26,300, okay.
Okay. I was like, hold on a second.
I was like, wait.
All right, so we looked at the truck. We talked numbers a little bit, but we didn't pull the trigger just quite yet because they didn't want to negotiate too much, which I get it nowadays. You know, the internet makes it very difficult for car dealerships, I would imagine, because anyone, I can go look at the price of a car in Georgia and California and Texas the same day. So I imagine it's pretty competitive, but we got our paperwork, we got our final price. We're gonna go home, do some price checking, look around the area and be sure that this price is unbeatable before I pull the trigger. If I can get it, you know, $500 cheaper when it's an hour drive, you better be sure I'm gonna take that 1 hour drive and go there and get it. We're gonna go see. Go home, do some research, might end up getting it, might end up passing on it. Just don't know yet. All right, so you know what? I got really good news. We're still home right now, but since we have the VIN number from the vehicle, we might have just did it for that reason because I wanted the VIN. So I wanted to go home and put it in our insurance and see what our monthly payment would increase. Because I have like a number in my head I wanted to keep the car payment and insurance down to, and the insurance is so much cheaper than I thought. That this is awesome. This is super awesome. I think we're 100% about to hop back in the car and go back. We have a lot more. If you watch this guy that we dealt with, I kind of lied a little bit about the down payment thing. I have a little bit more cash than you thought, but you know, we have to see him.
I mean, if he's watching it now, he knows what we did, so.
You have to see him like.
I mean, he knows what we put down.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's go do this.
Let's go.
Also want to throw it out there that when we got their final price, I legitimately price checked. I can't even tell you. I think every Ford dealership within at least 150, 200 miles here, northwest, south, whatever, every direction, and they're on par with each other. I mean, it's all like right neck and neck.
The only one that I even found was a gray one for like $500 less or $300, somewhere right there. So it's so minuscule, and the fact that we can get black.
Yeah.
For this guy right here.
The black vehicles are so nice. I thought I was gonna be stuck with the white one, but I love black vehicles. Don't they just look so much more slick?
Yeah, they do. They do.
White?
Although when we get a Mustang, I'm getting my blue.
Oh yeah, 100%. We got you on that. Once this car dies, we're getting a Mustang when this car dies. But anyway, we're on the road now. We're gonna go back in there. We're gonna look like such idiots. We go home for like an hour and then come back. But you know, we had to go do our research.
I think more people do that.
We had to do our research. That's a big payment. You know, dropping that kind of money is big. So let's go do it. We're back. What are we doing? What are we doing?
We are in a brand new truck. By the way, before we show this beautiful thing and drive home and all that good stuff, I want to give a shout out to Ryan Gitman or Jitman. I apologize if I pronounced your name wrong. Maybe you're watching this, maybe you're not, but we loved your service. You helped us out with everything. So if you guys are in the Ashland area, this is Sheehy Ford of Ashland. Go to him if you guys go to Sheehy Ashland.
Now, let's get this big boy home, then I'll show you everything it's got to do.
All right, so obviously I have to drive the car home, but there is Jebus in that truck. Check that out. Coming up on him now, check it out. Woo! Who is that Jebus in the rearview mirror?
All right, we're finally home. We finally got this bad boy behind us home. I'm super excited. Like, I should be nervous the amount of money I just dropped, but I'm not. I'm just like so happy to finally have something. We've been like stressing so hard the last couple of weeks trying to decide if we should buy new, if we should buy used, should we buy a Ford? Some people say Ford's great, some people say Ford's bad, blah, 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 and it's just been driving me crazy. But you know what? We did it. It's here. There's no turning back. Let's take a look at this baby. All right, so let's go over some of the details. If you can't tell, Ford F-150 XL, brand new, 2020, had 5 miles on it when we bought it. Now it probably has like 10 or 11 because I think we're 5 or 6 miles away. But whatever, it's brand spanking new 2020. It's got the 8-foot bed, which I like, and it's super deep. This is definitely going to be useful for what we need it for. This is one of the reasons I like the Ford over the Ranger, because the bed was a lot bigger. And plus, I'm a big dude. I want a big truck, straight up.
Well, you sat in the Ranger.
I did. It was all right. I mean, it wasn't as small as I thought it would be, but the F-150, once I sat in it, I was like, it's done, realistically, but I couldn't let them know that. All right, so back here, this is another reason I like the black one over the white one. The white one was cheaper, but this one came with the tow hitch already installed, and that was something we would have had to get installed in the other one. I think this is what, like 1,500 bucks more than the other one or something like that.
Something like that.
Inside it has way more stuff than the other one. I'll tell you that when we get inside, but the tow hitch already being installed, that was definitely something I wanted. Before we get inside, drop the tailgate. Look at that thing. Super big. It's definitely good for what we need it for. Like I said, it's long. I really like the X-House because the long beds are super useful for what we need it for. And like I said, we'll have the long bed along with that once we end up getting a trailer. I haven't decided on what we're gonna get yet, but it's not gonna be no big tractor trailer one. It's gonna be a good size one though. Let's go inside. So now that we're in the inside, let's talk about it. So like we said, there's a $1,500 price difference. The tow hitch probably would have cost us, what, $300-400 to get installed. So I'm looking at it as an $1,100 price difference realistically. Plus we haggled down a little bit more, so not too bad. But the other one had literal, like, old rolling windows. This has automatic windows, normal, up-to-date stuff. What else did it have? The mirrors were manual. This one's electric. The internals, it has a backup cam and a tow assisting, so it helps line up on the hitch. It's gonna be great for us because none of us have ever done it once in our life, so it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be really fun trying to back it up. Like, no, your hitch to the left, mother. It's gonna be a pain, you know what? Then we got over here, it's got Bluetooth, it's got the, what do you call it, USB, it's got aux ports. It's got everything technologically up to date, which was just something that I wanted because I did not want. When we drove in that moving truck across the country, we had bare bones and it sucked. I hated like put down the window.
Also, don't forget like the push button locks.
Yes, that's so annoying. You lock your key in here, you're done. It was so annoying having to like reach out, let me let you in. It's just so much more annoying. It was so worth just a little. I mean, because realistically, $1,000 divided up over the months isn't really that much in the long run. So you know what? Plus, it was black. We really wanted a black one. And this sucker folds down too. Look at this.
Yeah, this folds down, so I push this in and
this can go down.
Pull down. So we got cup holders. Does this open?
I don't know if this side opens. I think it opens on the bottom. Or does it?
Okay. I don't know. I don't know if this opens. I don't think so. It's probably just an armrest. And then down here, if we pull this up, that's where we can store something or other things.
That's where stuff goes, so you don't mess with the car or mess with the truck.
Yeah.
But this being down, put it down again. I like this here because drink holders, obviously, and got some room in the back. Comes with the jack and stuff like that. And we got the little piece in there that it goes into the trailer because, I mean, I guess that's what the F-150 is towing.
This thingy.
To hook up to a trailer. Like we said, we haven't decided on a trailer quite yet. But the main thing was getting the truck. Even if we don't have the trailer yet, we still have an 8-foot deep bed that we could definitely start moving stuff a lot more than we were with the freaking car.
So one other aspect of the truck, which is really cool, this has kind of something to do with the truck, but more so the app. So there's an app for the truck. It's called Ford Pass, and I'm pretty sure that's for every Ford vehicle, but he told us to download it, we get free money, blah, blah, blah. Good. But this is what it looks like. So you can lock, or unlock, if I know my symbols right, unlock and lock and also start the truck from my phone. So no more locking my keys in the truck. As long as I have my phone, now it'd be a bad situation when I lock my keys and my phone in the truck. That's another story, but it works. We tested it earlier when it was daylight. It's actually dark now, so that's why we can't physically show you because you won't be able to see nothing, but that is awesome.
Well, hope you enjoyed the video. I figured we'd take the camera along, take you on our little adventure now, but now we got a nice big truck to be buying, much better looking units. And once we get the trailer, ooh, everyone on the East Coast, you're done. I'm sorry, especially if you're in Virginia. Game over for you. No, I'm just kidding, but I'm really not. You're done. If you enjoyed the video, leave it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. And until next time, peace out.